and Information and Communication Technology from April 7th to May 2nd, 2025.
Prospective candidates must have successfully completed the basic courses as applicable. Admission forms can be obtained at FRCN zonal offices in Enugu, Port Harcourt, Ibadan, Abuja, Kaduna, Lafia, and Bauchi.
For further information, call
0805 307 8029 0803 394 1805.
Or visit National Broadcast Academy 1A at Adekunle Fajuyi Way, Ikeja, GRA, Lagos. You may also visit the website www.natba.edu.ng.
Go on to the social media platform at facebook.com/nbacademy.ng. Announcer Management.
Health is in our hands. We all have a part to play. It's time to get informed. Take care from the start. Did you know HIV/AIDS, syphilis, and hepatitis are preventable, treatable, and no longer a death sentence? Knowledge is power. You can live a productive and good life. Test, treat, and get the help you need. HIV can be managed with treatments. Syphilis is curable with antibiotics, and hepatitis can be prevented with a vaccine. Regular testing is key to staying safe. Together, we can stop the spread of HIV/AIDS, syphilis, and hepatitis. Prevention is key. Get tested today. HIV/AIDS is not a death sentence. Awareness saves lives. Visit the nearest public health facility today. This message is from the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON.
Radio Nigeria, uplifting the people and uniting the nation.
Welcome back. The Asaba of Asaba, Professor Epiphany Ezinge, has called for the establishment of the Federal University in Asaba. The traditional ruler made the call in Abuja when he led a delegation from the Asaba Kingdom in Asaba, Delta State, to pay a solidarity and thank you visit to President Bola Tinubu. Giving an insight into the discussion, the Asaba of Asaba said the Delta State capital had remained the only state capital without a federal university. According to the monarch, he spoke with the president on the need for apology for the 1967 Asaba massacre, on which the president said he would find time to pay them a visit.
We note with regret, and we mentioned to him the massacre of Asaba people in 1967, and that our people need some apology if need be in that regard.
The Asaba of Asaba acknowledged that things had been very difficult, but scored the president high in his performance.
There might be some hiccups here, but on the whole, we score him highly in that regard, and we pray for him. This is a very difficult country to govern. There will always be some criticisms here and there, but on the whole, I believe that he's on the right track, and then we wish him the very best.
Professor Ezinge expressed appreciation for federal government's construction of access road to the second Niger Bridge and the passing of gas lines through Asaba to Oka.
The Senate has called for mediation as it approves emergency rule in Rivers State. These and more were part of resolutions reached at the plenary. Zakios Papalala reports from the Reed Chambers.
The Senate commenced legislative duties with the deliberation on the proclamation of state of emergency in Rivers State as announced by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Tuesday. The deliberation, which was held under closed door, lasted about 2 hours, and the President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, read the resolution at the floor of the Senate.
The Senate invokes the powers conferred on it by Section 305, subsection 2 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, and approve the proclamation of state of emergency declared by Mr. President in Rivers State of Nigeria. The Senate further directs that the declaration of the state of emergency stated in the proclamation document and hereby mandates the President to review and even to terminate the state of emergency at any given time, but not later than 6 months. The Senate further resolved that Section 11, subsection 4 be invoked, providing the National Assembly the authority to set up a joint ad hoc committee of both chambers to oversight the administration of Rivers State henceforth. The Senate further resolves that a committee of eminent Nigerians be set up to reconcile the warring groups within the period of the state of emergency in Rivers State. Is this a true reflection of what transpired in the closed session?
President Bola Tinubu had in a broadcast expressed deep concern over the deteriorating situation in Rivers State, hence the proclamation of state of emergency. The president on Wednesday sworn in retired Vice Admiral Ebok Ete Ibas as sole administrator of Rivers State. From the National Assembly Complex, Zacchaeus Babalola, Radio Nigeria.
The House of Representatives has directed that the sole administrator appointed by President Bola Tinubu to administer the affairs of Rivers State during this period of state of emergency should report to the National Assembly instead of the Federal Executive Council, in line with the provision of the Constitution. National Assembly correspondent Tanimu Saliu reports that the decision was reached at the Green Chambers during the approval of President Tinubu's declaration of state of emergency in Rivers State.
Those in support of this request of Mr. President as amended should say aye. Aye. Those against should say nay. There is have it.
Meanwhile, some Nigerians said the declaration by President Tinubu was in line with the constitutional provisions, while others described President Tinubu's action as unconstitutional. The House, in a debate by a member from Delta State, Ben Etanabene, said the National Assembly should take charge of Rivers State legislative affairs in line with Section 11, subsection 4 of the Constitution.
I listened to Mr. President's proclamation where he said that the sole administrator will be reporting to the Federal Executive Council. Mr. Speaker, I disagree, with that position and insist that the provision of Section 11.4 of the Constitution should take precedence over that.
The deputy spokesperson of the House, Philip Agbese, called for the setting up of National Peace and Reconciliatory Committee to mediate among the parties involved in political crisis in the states.
A national committee be set up to comprise of the executive, members of the parliament, and eminent Nigerians to mediate to ensure that there is peace in Rivers State.
According to the deputy minority leader of the House, Ali Jesse, the status of the state of emergency should be reviewed before the given 6 months by the president.
That the House direct the declarations of the state of emergency, the stated period, but the president can terminate, review the state of emergency at any time, but not later than 6 months.
The Speaker, House of Representatives, Dr. Tajuddin Abbas, had earlier read a letter from President Tinubu seeking the House approval for the declaration of the state of emergency in Rivers State. From the National Assembly, Tenimu Saliu, Radio Nigeria.
Still with the National Assembly, the Northern Regional Caucus of the House of Representatives has thrown its weight behind President Bola Tinubu's declaration of a state of emergency in Rivers State. In a statement in Abuja, Chairman of the caucus, Alhassan Ado Dogua, says that the president's decision is timely and constitutionally appropriate in addressing the growing insecurity in the state. Mr. Dogua emphasized that the caucus will not allow the president's constitutional emergency declaration to fail, stressing that the opposition is being political about the matter. The Northern Regional Caucus notes that the destruction of critical infrastructure in the oil and gas sector in Rivers State is alarming and requires immediate attention. The lawmaker reiterates that the constitutional proclamation in Rivers State must end, emphasizing that Nigeria's interest supersedes any selfish coalition or conspiracy. The Northern Regional Caucus of the House of Representatives urges opposition party leaders to put aside partisan interests and respect the laws of the land.
The Minister of State for Agriculture and Food Security, Senator Aliyu Abdullahi, has inaugurated the National Electronic Extension Platform, NIP, back-end office to improve agricultural extension services in the country. Senator Abdullahi, who inaugurated the office in Abuja, said NIP would enable farmers across Nigeria easily access agricultural extension services through their mobile phones anywhere in the country. According to Senator Abdullahi, the platform would advise Nigerian farmers on modern farming techniques, as well as educate them on findings from researchers aimed at boosting their farm yields. Senator Abdullahi also stated that the platform would not just serve as a medium for the ministry to provide services to rural farmers, but as a way to cut overhead costs associated with engaging more agricultural extension officers by the ministry. The Director, Federal Department of Agriculture Extension, Mr. Diola Lord Banju, pointed out that to ensure farmers at rural areas maximize the benefit of the program, interactions on the platform would also come in 3 Nigerian languages: Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, and Pidgin.
Still on food, Ogun State government has issued a flood alert to residents to remain vigilant in view of experts' predictions about this year's rainfall. The Commissioner for Environment, Mr. Ola Orasanya, told journalists in Abuja that the alert was imperative due to the state's clarification as a major flood-prone area in the country. According to the Nigeria Meteorological Agency, NIMET, and the Nigeria Hydrological Services Agency, NISA, Mr. Orasanya maintained that the predictions also identified 16 local government areas of a state as flood-prone areas and urged residents to be wary of flash flood expected between March and July this year, while advising others to relocate to safer grounds before the coastal flood between September and November this year.
The rainfall predictions for Ogun State commenced early this month, March, while little dry spell, LDS, NIMET called it, is expected in the state from the 21st of July, and it will last between 27 to 40 days. That's the one we call the August break. In addition, the NIMET prediction shows us in April to June that's likely to be severe dry spell, about 15 days after the establishment of rainfall.
Mr. Orasanya also advised farmers to maximize benefits of a 2025 rainy season for food production by following the rainfall prediction pattern to plan in line with the weather forecasts to prevent damage to their crops and livestock.
Water is one of the basic necessities of life, with households requiring it for drinking, cooking, bathing, and washing clothes, among others. Jeremiah Azim in his report highlights the scarcity of water in Jos, the Plateau State capital, and efforts to address it.
Water, they say, is life. This is because it is used for many purposes, and the lack of it hampers smooth running of households, businesses, among others. Some residents of Jos who spoke to Radio Nigeria on the scarcity lamented that they wake up as early as 2 a.m. in search of water.
We used to wake up in the morning and join queue, wait until your turn come before you will fetch.
We are really suffering because you used to buy water. If you are plenty in your family, how much water you are going to buy? Seriously, we are suffering. We are begging the government, let them do something about it. We woke up around 2 o'clock to go and put line. Our life is at stake.
The children find it difficult to go to school early because of the issue of water. The government need to help, especially we in Rayfield. They should build electric boreholes, even if it's the manual boreholes.
Comrade John Asso describes the situation as adversely affecting his laundry business and makes him unable to deliver on time to his customers.
The situation of water in my area is so bad that even to get drinking water is a problem. My landlord is rationing water. Before you see water, it will be in 3 days. This area, every year, agents of government are coming to take tax and also paying tax. And with the kind of work I do, laundry, sometimes I find it difficult to eat because you need water to do your laundry work. Let government come in for us.
For Mr. Victor Unki, the road construction in his area has caused water scarcity and appealed to the state government to speed up work so that life can return to normal for the residents.
We don't normally experience shortage of water, but as a result of this road construction, some pipes which the water board normally supply water to us have been broken down. If they hasten the road construction, everything will become normal.
Managing Director of Jos Water Services Corporation, Engineer Apollos Samchi, identified identified climate change as responsible for the situation, pointing out that government is collaborating with the French Development Bank to rehabilitate the Yakubu Gowon Dam, Laminga Dam, and treatment plants to alleviate sufferings of the residents.
Because of climate change, human activities, and so many other factors, groundwater level has gone down. What government is doing is a long-term approach that will involve projects that will ensure adequacy and sustainability of water.
Engineer Samchi, however, frowned at activities of vandals who tamper with pipes and valves serving communities.
I've moved around the town and I've seen a lot of service pipes into people's houses that are broken, and they will be complaining that they don't have water. But my advice to people is that we are faced with issues of theft and vandalization. Communities should take charge of their water structures so that they are not tampered with.
He assured residents that the government is passionate about meeting their water needs. In Jos, Jemima Ejim, Radio Nigeria.
The Comptroller General of the Nigeria Immigration Service, Mrs. Kemi Nandap, says the service is committed to provide national security, border management, and facilitate regular migration across the country. Mrs. Nandap made this known at the flag-off ceremony of a 2-day nationwide sensitization campaign on ensuring efficient service delivery through zero tolerance for corruption in Abuja. Aliu Tumba has the detail.
The Comptroller General of the Nigeria Immigration Service, Mrs. Kemi Nanananda, said this year's theme, increased digitalization and consolidation innovation for efficient and transparent services, resonate deeply with the service commitment to transforming the Nigeria Immigration Service into a corrupt-free organization. Mrs. Kemi Nanda emphasized that corruption is a menace that undermines the very fabric of the society, while reiterating the service commitment to ensure integrity, transparency, and efficiency in service delivery.
Our responsibility is immense, and our actions significantly impact the image of Nigeria. Therefore, ensuring integrity, transparency, and efficiency in our operations is not just a duty, but a necessity.
According to the Comptroller General, the Passport Automation Program, the contactless passport application process, the introduction of e-gates, and body cameras in all the nation's international airports were a significant step towards enhancing security, streamlining airport processes, and improving overall travel experiences, which eliminates the opportunity for corruption that existed in the manual process due to increased human interface, thereby enhancing transparency and accountability.
The introduction of e-gates in Nigeria is a significant step towards enhancing security, streamlining airport processes, and improving overall travel experiences. These e-gates are designed to facilitate efficient and secure passenger processing, reducing the need for manual intervention and minimizing the risk of corruption.
Mrs. Namdar further noted that the service is in partnership with the National Anti-Corruption Agency, such as SAVICOM, the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC, the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, EFCC, and the Interpol to curb corruption in the service. In Abuja, Aliu Tumba, Radio Nigeria.
In a bid to further improve safety on roads, the Standards Organization of Nigeria, SON, has taken its sensitization on tire safety to the tire market in Apo area of Abuja. At the event, the Director General of SON, Dr. Ifanyo Keke, said the sensitization was to enlighten the importers and sellers on the dangers inherent in selling fake tires. Represented by the North Central Zonal Director of the organization, Dr. Malin Waziri, the DG advised the marketers to always ensure that they don't sell fake or expired tires to the public. In a presentation entitled Tire Safety Awareness, a National Imperative, a resource person, Mr. Adetoyi Adenka, advised car owners and sellers to always check their tire pressure to prevent accidents.
So for effective tires management practice, you can use to advise clients that comes, maintain load capacity. This is why you need to this chart I'm talking about. You need to advise the people on load capacity, and that is based on the load index. So you advise people also to check their tire pressure from time to time, every day.
Chairman of Abuja Automobile Tire Dealers Association, Mr. Samuel Aka, promised to work with SON to ensure compliance with tire safety.
The National Bureau of Statistics, in conjunction with statistical agencies at subnational level, is to embark on collaborative survey and compilation of data for the computation of gross domestic product across various states of the Federation, covering 2018 to 2023. After training of enumerators for the exercise in Abakaliki, the Statistician General of the Federation, Prince Adeyemi Adeniran, explained that the program would enable the country determine the aggregate contribution of states to national output. Amichiodo reports.
Before now, the National Bureau of Statistics was using establishment survey to determine Nigeria's gross domestic product, with Ebonyi joining the program alongside 21 states in 2017. The Statistician General of the Federation, Prince Adeyemi Adeniran, represented by Ebonyi State Officer, National Bureau of Statistics, Dr. Pius Moba, explained that the collaborative survey would afford the state the opportunity to physically participate in data generation for the computation of its gross domestic product. He called on the state governments to sustain its advocacy for effective participation of the people in the program and for the generation of quality data that would aid policy formulation.
If there is no advocacy, no knowledge about this GDP, and the question is not filled as is expected, to analyze it may not give us what we want.
State Statistician General Dr. Moses Huto described the use of establishment survey in previous GDP computation by the National Bureau of Statistics as deficient, noting that with assistance from the World Bank and Nigerian Governors Forum, the planned GDP survey at state levels will put Nigeria's economy on a strong footing.
Through this survey, every state of the Federation will be able to announce it. This is where our industries are. This is where our productivity are. This is where our potential, unlike what NBS does at the federal level, where probably they'll come to the state, get up to 2-3 frame, and do the computation for the states.
Ebonyi State Commissioner for Budget, Planning, Research and Monitoring, Mr. Chinwoka, described the program as very important to the state government, noting that all relevant ministries and stakeholders would create an enabling environment for quality data generation.
It makes for interstate comparison, aid in determining the economic structure of the state and know areas that need intervention.
The enumerators would, after the training, move into the field where they will deploy their questionnaires and retrieve same within the next 1 month. In Abakaliki, Amichi Odo, Radio Nigeria.
It's 7:30. You're still listening to the news on the network service of Radio Nigeria. In the headlines, President Bola Tinubu has directed a thorough investigation into the cause of the multiple accidents in Karo area of Abuja. The House of Representatives has tasked the sole administrator of Rivers State on rules of engagement. The federal government has inaugurated the National Electronic Extension Platform Backend Office. Still to come, Nigeria Police partners National Agricultural Land Development Authority to boost agriculture security. Plus sports, commentary, spotlight, cyberscope, newspaper headlines, and weather report. Please stay tuned.
Radio Nigeria, uplifting the people and uniting the nation.
The Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation, NDI, wishes to inform the general public of the disposal of landed property and other physical assets belonging to the Heritage Bank in liquidation. This disposal by public auction will take place at the 26 affected branches of the defunct bank nationwide on different dates, beginning from Monday 7th to Thursday 10th April 2025 by 11 a.m. All interested members of the public wishing to participate in this exercise should check Punch, Daily Trust, and Business Day newspapers of March 17th, 2025 and NDIC website for further details. Those who wish to inspect the assets will be allowed access from Wednesday 26th to Friday 28th of March 2025 for locations in Lagos and Abuja, while locations outside Lagos and Abuja will take place from Wednesday 26th to Thursday 27th of March 2025. NDIC, protecting your bank deposit. Announcer, Management.
Radio Nigeria, uplifting the people and uniting the nation.
Read what you have. Read.
The Nigeria Police Trust Fund and the National Agricultural Land Development Authority, NALDA, have signed a memorandum of understanding to enhance national security and promote agricultural development across the country. the signing of the MOU between the two organizations in Abuja. Executive Secretary of the Nigeria Police Trust Fund, Mr. Muhammad Shaidu, said the MOU marks a significant milestone in the efforts to enhance security and promote agricultural development in our great nation. According to Mr. Shaidu, the MOU aligns with the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Tinubu on food security and poverty eradication.
As we align with the renewed hope agenda of Mr. President, this partnership reaffirms our commitment to providing sustainable solutions that not only empower our police officers, but also contribute to the economic development of our nation. By working together with NALDA, we are opening new avenues for collaboration that will enhance food security, provide economic opportunities for police personnel, and ensure that those who serve and protect our nation have access to programs that improve their livelihoods.
On his part, the Executive Secretary of NALDA, Collins Adebayo, maintained that the partnership was key to delivering some of the agricultural projects it has embarked upon in the interest of the general good of the country.
There are two critical projects, the Renewed Arid Land Settlement and we have the Renewed Hope Restoration Project. The farm settlements that we're doing are pretty much estates between 5,000 to 10,000 hectares in different senatorial districts. Of course, Mr. President approved 2 pilot programs. And we cannot achieve this project without partnership with organizations like the Police Trust Fund.
The two organizations promised to leverage on their partnership to open more opportunities for Nigerians in the areas of agriculture and contribute to national security.
Implementing a national action plan is crucial to addressing gaps and promoting all aspects of human rights in the country. The Executive Secretary, National Human Rights Commission, Dr. Tony Ojukwu, gave this indication in Abuja at a workshop aimed at providing a platform to activate the process of implementing its national action plan, with key agencies understanding their roles and responsibilities. Obumneme Ukeje has details.
The Interagency Consultation Workshop, which was organized by the National Human Rights Commission in collaboration with the Policy and Legal Advocacy Center, supported by the Foreign Commonwealth Development Office and the House of Representatives Committee on Human Rights, was to introduce the National Action Plan (NAP) to a broad spectrum of partners and agencies who are co-implementers. Dr. Ojukwu said the workshop, among other things, was to create an interagency collaboration to ensure effective implementation, as well as identify challenges and opportunities to advance human rights through the National Action Plan.
The more we work together, we share our resources, we share our capacities, we share our strength.
The Chairman, Committee on Human Rights, House of Representatives, Mr. Abiola Makinde, represented by his deputy, Mr. Lukman Mudashi, urged all stakeholders to promote human rights in Nigeria to make the country a safe place.
Collectively to respect, promote, and protect human rights, not just for ourselves, but for every citizen.
The Executive Director, Policy and Legal Advocacy Center, Mr. Clement Wangwo, who stated that the National Action Plan covers all aspects of human rights, emphasized that it will also address the way suspects were being paraded before the public, which he described as a violation of human rights.
It tells you that the police, which has really improved in its operations, may also be trying to solve crimes by using a common method.
The Chairman, Police Service Commission, Hashimu Agurungu, called for a campaign against harsh bail conditions.
Bringing the director of the federal service or bringing somebody who's land in choice area will come up, who's a pay, to me, is a mere contradiction and contradiction. No civil servant can keep the money when he can buy land.
The Deputy High Commissioner, British High Commission, Gil Lever, said the effective implementation of the National Action Plan would be a great influence on the country's democracy and pledged the support of the United Kingdom in enhancing human rights in Nigeria.
We stand ready as the UK to work with stakeholders towards implementing the plan. We have to think about new lines of advocacy and new lines of promoting human rights that get people's attention.
There was also an interactive section that afforded participants the opportunity to contribute, make observations, as well as get clarification on the content of the National Action Plan. In Abuja, Obumneme Ukeje, Radio Nigeria.
The acting provost of the College of Education, Gindiri, Professor Lazarus Meguru, has emphasized the need for collaboration between academic institutions and unions for academic excellence. He stated this at the opening of the biannual meeting of the Non-Academic Staff Union of Educational and Associated Institutions Regular Trade Group meeting for colleges of education in Nigeria, held at the College of Education, Gindiri, Plateau State. According to Professor Meguru, trade unions are a significant force and their challenges should not be taken for granted by managements of institutions across the country. In a remark, Plateau State Commissioner for Education, Mr. Kachalon Gang, represented by Director of Planning, Research and Statistics, Joseph Saji, said Governor Caleb Mutfwang had prioritized education through his policies and programs to ensure sustainability. Other academic union members, Ogumukun Samuel, Hyacinth Tuami, Timothy Agwenje, and Junji Carroll, emphasized the need for federal and state governments to recommit to funding education in tertiary institutions to compete with other developed countries.
Nigerians have called for the resuscitation of poetry as the country joins the rest of the world to mark World Poetry Day today. Emmanuel Njoko has the details.
It was in 1999 when United Nations Education, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, came up with the idea to promote poetry to encourage creativity, preserve endangered languages, and foster dialogue among cultures. In view of this, a student, David Wanwike, describes poetry as a means to express deep feelings.
I love poem because it helps me to express my feelings and my tone, whether I'm happy or I'm sad.
A poet, Mrs. Gabriele Amunike, stated that the beauty of poem is the ability to manipulate words to tell stories in lines and stanzas.
Mine is a narrative poem. Yes, it tells your story. Using reading and writing, you tell a short story.
The theme of this year's observance is Bridge for Peace and Inclusion. A literature teacher, Miss Joy Mark, explained that poetry can foster togetherness through poetic messages that eliminate bitterness.
Peace and unity are very fundamental ingredients in the development of any human society. And poetry, one of the genres of literature that appeals to all aspects of human association or group because it deals directly with language and music. And so, poetry can enhance peace and togetherness in the society via the careful selection of kind words that stimulate love and empathy for one another in our society.
The day is observed by organizing seminars on poetry and honoring poets in Port Harcourt. Emmanuel Njoko, Radio Nigeria.
And to sports now, Benin Republic got a crucial draw away from home against Zimbabwe to seize top spot in Group C of the FIFA World Cup qualifiers. The result means they go above Nigeria's opponent for today, Rwanda, who still occupies the second spot. Nigeria will go into today's game in fifth spot as they try to improve their chances of qualifying for the 2026 World Cup. For more on the World Cup qualifications, let's join Jonathan Ame.
The Super Eagles of Nigeria have expressed confidence they will revive their hopes of qualifying for next year's World Cup. The three-time African champions haven't defeated Rwanda away from home for almost 2 decades, with the last encounter being the 2006 FIFA World Cup qualifying match, which ended 1-1 at the Amahoro Stadium. The Amavubi of Rwanda topped Group C going into this round of qualifiers with a 3-point lead over 5th-placed Nigeria. Speaking ahead of the game, Captain William Troost Ekong insists that the target in Kigali is to win all 3 points. Williams said it has been a good experience working under the new coach and the entire team are ready to turn the pressure into positive energy and get the crucial victory.
We fired up. Of course, we have a big job ahead. It comes with the pressure, but I keep saying to everyone that this pressure is a privilege. So all the boys are feeling that. We're very happy to work with a new coach. He's given us a lot of new instructions. So for us, it's just to make sure that we understand what he wants from us. But none of us are afraid of that. And like I said, this pressure is a privilege for all of us. It's always special when I'm here. Whenever I have to have this badge on my chest, best, I'm very, very happy. So being with the new coach, we tried the best to welcome him as quick as possible. He's been very clear, and yeah, what he wants from us, what he's expecting. And now it's just for us to understand it and then do the job. So like I said, I'm very happy that he's here, and he's given us a lot of information already, and we're looking forward to the game on Friday.
William Troost-Ekong at yesterday's pre-match briefing added that they cannot change the past, but they have a chance to do better.
But yeah, of course we have new ideas, and I think whenever you have a new manager for both teams, it's always a situation that players want to prove themselves, show themselves to the coach. They want to give their best side. So I think there's been a new level of focus. All the players respect the coach very much, and like I said, we are just trying to understand as quickly as we could in 3 training sessions what is expected from us. So it's a work in progress, and yeah, hopefully it will be a continuous growth. But this first game will be a test straight away, maybe quite early in us working together. Well, like I said, I have full confidence in the team. The team have confidence in the coach, and I think vice versa. And now it's just left for us to execute and do the job. They are ahead now in the World Cup qualifications. We can't change the past, but we have a chance now to do better.
Africa's current best player, Ademola Lookman, in a chat with newsmen, said they know the Rwandans are not a pushover, but they will give it their all.
The team is looking forward to Friday's game, first game, looking to go out there and to work hard and to impose ourselves on the game. You know, Rwanda's a good team. We know about their quality, but you know, at the end of the day, we need to be focused on ourselves and try to bring the game to them and to fight to get the win. Everybody knows the level of players that we have here. It's an incredible group of players. Most importantly, everybody has the same objective to try to win and to want to win, and you know, that's very important. The group is very together, very tight-knitted. That's a winning formula.
The Rwanda versus Nigeria game will take place by 5 p.m. today, with the other Group C game between South Africa and Lesotho holding at the same time. In some selected World Cup qualifying matches from the African continent, Djibouti will face Burkina Faso in Group A, while Ethiopia hosts Egypt. Group B will see DR Congo battle Sudan, while Niger and Morocco are up against each other in a Group E encounter. Burundi will take on Ivory Coast, while Group G games will see Botswana host Algeria and Guinea battling Somalia. Away from football, Zimbabwe's Sports Minister Christy Coventry has been elected as the new president of the International Olympic Committee. The 41-year-old former swimmer replaces German Thomas Bach, who had held the role since 2013, and becomes the first woman, the first African, and the youngest person to hold the role. World Athletics boss Lord Coe was favorite to win yesterday's election in Greece, but Coventry secured an absolute majority in the first round of voting. Coventry, who already sits on the IOC executive board, is the 10th person to hold the highest office in sports and will hold the office for the next 8 years. Coventry has won 7 of Zimbabwe's 8 Olympic medals, including gold in the 200-meter backstroke at both the 2004 and 2008 games. The 41-year-old Zimbabwean was chosen in a secret ballot of 7 candidates at the 144th IOC session being held in Costa Navarino, Greece, for an 8-year term of office. The president-elect will oversee the Olympic Winter Games, Milano Cortina 2026, as her first Olympic Games, with under 11 months to go to the Olympic ceremony. That's sports news. I am Jonathan Amer.
The commentary is on Super Eagles and 2026 FIFA World Cup finals. It was written by Chinedu Ohanosin of our Sports and Outside Broadcast Directorate.
The Super Eagles of Nigeria will today begin their quest to bounce back to reckoning and for a place in the 2026 FIFA World Cup finals, when the Eagles line up against the Amavubis of Rwanda at the refurbished Amahoro Stadium in Kigali. After taking only 3 from a possible 12 points, most pundits agree that Nigeria is precariously placed in Group C and are obliged to win all of their remaining fixtures in the qualifying campaign, starting from today's encounter with Rwanda and the fixture against the Warriors of Zimbabwe in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, 4 days later, if they are to win the group. Having highlighted how crucial the 2 upcoming and must-win games are for the Super Eagles, it is heartwarming that the Nigeria Football Federation, NFF, has a new coaching crew headed by Franco-Malian Eric Schell, whose arduous task of reversing the fortunes of Nigeria effectively begins today. With so many odds stacked against the team, Nigeria and Coach Schell will be searching the first win in the qualifiers, having drawn 3 and lost 1 of their 4 games. They will be looking to overcome the very strong start by Rwanda, who were seemingly punched above their weight in the qualifiers and are on top of the group by collecting 7 points from their opening 4 games, which includes an eye-catching 2-0 victory over the Bafana of South Africa. Nigeria's campaign began with a frustrating 1-1 draw at home to Lesotho, followed by another 1-1 draw away to Zimbabwe and a 1-2 loss to the Republic of Benin. After blowing the chance of playing in the 2022 FIFA World Cup, hosted by Qatar, the NFF, the Super Eagles, as 3-time African champions, and their millions of fans in Nigeria and in the diaspora are fully aware of the dire need to avoid missing back-to-back World Cups. Since their debut appearance at the Mondial, hosted by USA in 1994, the only other time the Super Eagles missed out of the World Cup finals party was in 2006, when Angola upset Nigeria by qualifying for their first and only finals via the head-to-head rule. As for Rwanda, they too are adjusting to the advent of a new head coach, Adel Amrouche, who will be eager to make a statement with an improbable win over Nigeria in his debut game. Like Eric Schell, who is a Franco-Malian, Amrouche is a Belgian-Algerian, and today's tie is set nicely for tacticians. The two countries, their multitude of fans, and for the star-studded Super Eagles of Nigeria, the backing and blessings of the federal government should fill their wings to fly even higher and well above the Amavubis of Rwanda today.
That commentary on Super Eagles on 2026 FIFA World Cup Finals was written by Chinedu Ohanosim and read by Harriet Adams.
And the spotlight now, which is on celebrating the life and legacy of Professor Humphrey Musu. It is written by Chief Nemeka Humphrey Musu.
The passing of Professor Humphrey Musu marks the end of an era in Nigeria's democratic evolution. A statesman, scholar, and visionary leader, Professor Musu's contribution to the country's electoral system has remained indelible in the nation's history. Born to the royal family of late Eze Nwosu Nwafo of Ajali, Orumba North Local Government Area in Anambra State, Professor Nwosu rose from humble beginnings to become one of the most distinguished figures in Nigeria's electoral history. As chairman of the National Electoral Commission, NEC, from 1989 to 1993, he played a pivotal role in shaping Nigeria's democratic landscape. His introduction of the Option A4 electoral system and the open ballot system during the June 12, 1993 presidential election underscored his vision for transparency and fairness in governance. Though the election results were annulled, his efforts laid the foundation for future electoral reforms and democratic stability in Nigeria. The funeral rites will be carried out with each event representing different facets of Professor Nwosu's remarkable journey and influence. A colloquium is scheduled for today, Friday, March 21, 2025, at the University of Nigeria, Enugu campus to reflect on Professor Nwosu's legacy. This will feature discussions on his role in electoral reforms, his scholarly contributions, and how his principles of free and fair elections can guide Nigeria's future democratic processes. On Tuesday, March 25, 2025, in Abuja, there will be a celebration of his life and legacy at the prestigious Shehu Musa Yaradua Center. As a man who championed democracy in Nigeria's history, his contributions has continued to inspire policymakers and activists advocating for electoral integrity. The funeral proceedings will then move to his home state, Anambra, where a service of songs will be held at Obiteoti Palace, Ajali, on Wednesday, March 26, 2025, with the Knights of St. Paul in attendance. This religious event will provide an opportunity for spiritual reflection and prayers in honor of his soul. His deep-rooted faith and commitment to service will undoubtedly be echoed in hymns and tributes. On Thursday, March 27, 2025, his body will be taken to Orumba North Local Government Area Headquarters. On Friday, March 28, 2025, the final rites will take place, beginning with the line in state at Obiteoti Palace, Ajali, from 7 to 9 a.m. This solemn moment will allow family members, dignitaries, and well-wishers to pay their last respects before the funeral service at St. Mark's Anglican Church, Ajali, at 10 a.m. This will also be followed by a Thanksgiving service on Sunday, the 30th of March, at St. Mark's Anglican Church, Ajali, Orumba North Local Government Area, Anambra State, by 9 a.m. in the morning. Professor Humphrey Nwosu's passing is not just a loss to his family and close associates, but to the entire nation. His courage in navigating the complexities of Nigeria's electoral system, his intellectual brilliance, and his unwavering belief in democracy has remained as a source of inspiration as someone who was dedicated to the pursuits of justice, fairness, and national development. As the nation mourns this great icon, it is also an opportunity to reflect on the principles he stood for: integrity in governance, transparency in electoral processes, and the unwavering commitment to democracy. His work serves as a guide for future generations, reminding Nigerians that true leadership is about service, sacrifice, and the relentless pursuits of a better society. In celebrating Professor Humphrey Nwosu's life and legacy, the people of his community do not merely bid farewell to a distinguished patriot, but reaffirm their collective responsibility to uphold the values he championed. His name will forever be etched in the annals of Nigeria's democratic journey, and his contributions will continue to inspire those who seek to build a just and equitable nation. May his soul rest in perfect peace.
The spotlight on celebrating the life and legacy of Professor Humphrey Nwosu was written by Chief Nemeka Humphrey Nwosu and read by Harriet Adams.
Next is Cyberscope, where we'll bring you top trends shaping conversations across Nigeria's social media space. With tensions already high over the Rivers crisis, the National Assembly's decision to use a voice note on the issue sent shockwaves. Critics call it a constitutional breach, while supporters insist it is legislative and standard practice.
Well, we'll see about that. Mr. Macaroni is trending again, this time refusing to engage with certain political figures. His decision has reignited discussions on activism, accountability, and respect in politics.
And in global news, U.S. President Donald Trump has signed an executive order to phase out the Department of Education, shifting control to states. While congressional approval is needed, reactions are split. Some hail it as a win for state governance, while others warn of risk to educational equity.
And entertainment, Thames takes over, fresh off her album, Born in the Wild. Thames secures 3 Grammy nominations, wins Best African Music Performance, turns out does full 2025 show, and makes history as the first African woman to co-own an MLS team with San Diego FC.
I must say that's a long list of wins. And in sports, the Netherlands edges Spain 3-2 in a dramatic Nations League quarterfinal. Inaka Williams struck first, but Gapo Rangers and Depay flipped the game, sealing the win despite Morata's equalizer and Hato's red card. Can Spain bounce back in Valencia on March 23rd? Christian?
Yeah, well, that's all for now. Stay connected at Radio Nigeria and join the conversation using #Cyberscope for more updates. Cyberscope was compiled by Julian Osamoto.
And to the newspaper headlines, Blueprint has a screaming banner headline here with $14 billion investment from India. Others, Tinubu has made life easier for Nigerians. That's FG.
And of course, Daily Trust has this. Atiku announces coalition against Tinubu. President cannot be distracted by sore losers on Anoga.
Well, Friday leadership, NASBAC's Tinubu Niger Delta leaders kick as a screaming headline there.
And of course, The Nation has this. Ibaz assumes office, warns against sabotage and disorder. And that's all we have on newspaper headlines. Moving now to weather forecasts. Sunny skies and hazy conditions are expected over the northern region throughout the day, with prospects of thunderstorms over parts of Taraba State. Cloudy skies with intervals of sunshine are anticipated over the southern region, with prospects of morning thunderstorms over parts of Cross River, Rivers, and Akwa Ibom states.
To end the news, here is a recap of the major stories. President Bola Tinubu has directed a thorough investigation into the cause of the multiple accidents in Cairo area of Abuja. The House of Representatives has tasked the sole administrator of Rivers State on the rules of engagement. The federal government has inaugurated National Electronic Extension Platform Back-End Office. We also told you that the Nigeria Police Trust Fund is partnering the National Agricultural Land Development Authority to boost security and agriculture. That's the news.
àjùwọ̀n lọ kò ṣe sọ lọ́rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kò ṣe wí lẹ́jọ́. ọ̀gá nìkan láwùjọ òkúta ìyọ̀lọ̀gá láwùjọ yẹpẹ́. àti táwọn yọ Amúlùdùn FM 99.1 ọ̀gá la jẹ́. ń gbọ́ orinlẹ̀ dáadáa. ìròyìn àsìkò yìí ó ń gbọ́ orinlẹ̀ dáadáa. ìpolówó ọjà kájẹ́ bùgbàjẹ́. ń gbọ́ orinlẹ̀ dáadáa. ètò lóríṣiríṣi. ń gbọ́ orinlẹ̀ dáadáa. Kórè dáná ọmọ ńlá sọ wípé adìyẹ funfun ṣálàgbà adìyẹ Amúlùdùn FM 99.1 gbogbo wọn ti gbà pọ̀gá la jẹ́.
Rédíò Amúlùdùn 99.1 FM àgbéjànádànù tuntun la gbére.
Amúlùdùn mo wò títí ẹyẹ bí òkì kò sí nígbó 99.1 FM ní Moniya ní Ìbàdàn ó dá wọn yọ.
Amuludun FM 99.1.
Amuludun Radio 99.1 FM. Amuludun Radio 99.1 FM. Ìròyìn àsìkò. Amuludun Radio. Ètò àtàtà. Tó mọ́gbọ́n wá. Tó fa kìkì. Kakolo ọjà. Ó ta warawara. Ìròyìn òtítọ́. Ìgbà kan fọkàn nínú. Amuludun Radio 99.1 FM. Alright. Ní Moniya ní Ìbàdàn. Àtàwọn yọ.
Amúlùdùn dòṣùpá o. Amúlùdùn dòṣùpá ó tàn mọ́lẹ̀ fáráyé ó dòṣùpá o. Amúlùdùn dòṣùpá o.
Good morning.
Ilé-iṣẹ́ rédíò tó dáwọn yìí.
All right, my people, now they listen to us. Talk before now, Southwest Network we day. And you know, that one, we'll cover the full Southwest. Anywhere they listen to us this morning, we greet you with a salute. We hear now every day, Ibadan. You know, say na Premier 93.5 FM. And from there, they listen to us this morning, or your radio day, Amuludun 99.1. We greet you now with a salute. We doff our hearts, and we say thank you so much for joining us this morning. And if you there for Abia Kutada Paramount 94.5 FM, and I did pay him this morning. We greet you now. We say thank you so much with us. And for our people for Ilesha, for show studio now Gold 95.5 FM. We don't lap for Nadomo this morning. We greet you now. We say thank you so much with us. And we don't forget our people for our Ado Ekiti Progress 100.5 FM. And from there, you pick our signal this morning. We truly salute. Happy Friday to all of Una. And last but not the least, our sunshine people for Akure. Now positive. 102.5 FM, and I there we did this morning. All right, more enter the matter we concern us this morning, and not forget to stream live on Facebook. Just enter Facebook this morning. May you see us as follow this morning. And www.facebook.com/Premier FM 93.5. Now there we did this morning. All right, more look the matter we're going to talk about this morning. We're going to look at what happened for Nigerian football. Yes, the international window, World Cup qualifier at the ground. And don't forget the big one will happen later this evening. Now, the Nigerian Super Eagles, yes. We're going to hope, say yes, we don't get a new coach. We're going to hope, say, we should get our first win against the Amavubi. Now, today, we're going to see Eric Sherhand. We're going to see the pattern we go play. And we're going to see how the boys go respond. And hopefully we will get all 3 points. And we're going to talk that one, talk plenty to so they happen. And we're going to still look what's in the happen because action day for Nigerian Premier Football League. We're going to talk that one. And get one matter with the ground. That one, the 2025 Presidential Federations Cup as it concerns 3SC. The matter, not too clear, but not too sweet us for Bele. We're going to reason what happened, why it happened, and what we supposed to do. With that kind of thing not supposed to happen again. So we're going to take our first break, more drink more water. When they come back, touching that dial, Radio Nigeria South to be this, and tiki-taka with the program. The first gist with the ground this morning, like I talked, it concerns 3SC and the 2025 Presidential Federations Cup. Now, the matter be saying, the Nigerian Premier Football League, NPFS side, 3SC, they don't disqualify them from the 2025 President Federations Cup. And for that match, 3SC play Zamfara United, but Zamfara United did not come because now for Abuja they play that match area 3. That is supposed to be the match for Abuja, but Zamfara not sure. It can't be walkover. 3SC gets all the points. They don't award 3SC all 3 points for that match. We don't happy say at least that will come out. We'll focus on the league and more focus. Make 3SC focus on how they go to qualify for Continental. But on Wednesday. Letter come show, and when the letter come from the football management, they talk say they don't disqualify 3SC because 3SC they put 5 ineligible players. What does that one mean? 3SC go register 5 players for that match. We not supposed to the match. Who be these 5 players? We never know. And right now, the NFF, the Nigerian Football Federation, their competition department don't sanction the club. And I say, right now, 3SC, they're not the 2025 Federations Cup again because they go feeding, they will put 5 players to make the team won't pay us more. They're not even play the match. They will not secure 3 points for that game before. But as it be now, 3SC not the Federations Cup because of that mistake. And how you will even describe that kind of mistake? Not be 1 player, not be 2, 5
players. You see, as it be now, 3SC they don't talk. They talk say they go do investigation, both internal and external. Say they go look, search, do their investigation. How it take happen? Where 5 players we no supposed they don't they line up. But me, as I take look somebody is supposed collect claim for this kind of thing.
Where?
No, because why you go write name of 5 players when you supposed to play put there? It means say you know they keep record. These are the questions where we supposed to ask 3SC management. Because if you now they keep record, you know person will qualify to play and will not qualify to play. And like when you talk and say they eligible and ineligible. Why would they come to put just any? Because you think say
not choosing.
No, because you think say the team be walkover. Because it don't become walkover, you feel say you could just put anybody where you like there. It not be like that now. This thing gets rules and regulation where you supposed to take do them. So I hope say when 3SC conclude their investigation, we go know what really happened for that matter.
And why the matter get as it be 3SC not a small club, and not be the 3SC they play FA Cup, not be the 3SC did Nigeria they play for Nigeria club football. 3SC don't see. No, they not just gain promotion. 3SC not just start to they play ball. You understand? So why they go make this kind of mistake? You get some kind of mistake where they call mistake where you not fear explain and you not get excuse to make that kind of mistake. Now this kind of thing 3SC do. But 3SC did not come out with a statement down from the media officer of 3SC, Tosin Omojola. And according to the letter will come out, I go just read them. I go use Oyibo to read them because now Oyibo they write the letter. Then we can't break them down. Waiting the letter mean. According to the letter where Omojola writes, it says sequel to the letter written by the Nigerian Football Federation (NFF) expelling us Standard 3SC from this year President Federation scope on the ground that we fielded ineligible players. The management of Shooting Star Sports Club 3SC wish to inform our team supporters and fans that we are taking steps to address the matter. Having received the letter on Wednesday afternoon, moments after we walked over Zamfara United in a round of 64 fixture in Abuja, we want to state that internal and external investigation have commenced on the issue. While this is going on, we hereby appeal for calm and patience, knowing fully the tension the issue has generated, with a promise to make an official statement immediately our findings are concluded. Omojola, 3SC media officer, now write this one, and with what he talk now, he say, may we drink water, may we calm down. Say that they do their investigation, internal and external. That internal, I don't say now, inside the club, within the club management. The external, I don't know. Maybe you go help me understand that external investigation. Maybe the external will be whether the influence there from outside.
The external will be saying maybe the NFF no get their information right. Maybe the players are eligible. Why NFF they say they are ineligible? I believe say that will be the external investigation. Maybe nothing wrong for outside.
Okay, and because you say once they don't conclude, they will let us know what did happen. They will let us know what did they solve. So we're gonna put our ear for ground for this matter because not the matter way I like to hear, and there are plenty shooting fans. They're not the parents, they're not the vex, saying why shooting go make this kind of issue. But according to the media officer, more just relax. They do their investigation, and as Olumide talk, after the investigation don't conclude. Now be a late statement with the final. Olumide talk say person supposed to collect cane. If the investigation does not conclude, they don't see where the faults come from.
If the fault be from Shooting Star side, though, the person will do this. But if the FFM,
if the NFF, they go collect cane too.
Who won't can
no, they go sanction them. Why they go make that kind? You know what they don't cause DSC? If not their fault, they don't cause the club something.
So, which kind of NFF go collect?
No, sanction go do. Sanction, they go find sanction. They don't know. CAS dinner, Court of Arbitration for Sports. 3SC go CAS. Yes. Now so, all right. More come over there. More look at what they happen for the Nigerian Premier Football League this weekend. Nassau United go play Enugu Rangers, and Plateau United go Day House. They go play Kano Pillars on Saturday, and Benin Insurance go play Sunshine Stars. Kwara United go play Akwa United on Sunday. Heartland go play Abia Warriors. Eimba go play Bayelsa United. Katsina United go play El Kanemi Warriors. Rivers United go play Ikorodu City. Washington Stars, they go Day House, they go play Niger Tornadoes. If you look the table right now, Remo Stars, they're the top. Remo Stars, they don't play this weekend because they are again with Lobby Stars, they postponed that match. Remo Stars still the top, 57 points, and Rivers United, they follow them for back, 49 points. Enugu Rangers, they're number 3, 45 points. Ikorodu, they're number 4, 45. Abia Warriors, they're number 5, 44. Shooting Stars, they're number 6, 43, and Kano Pillars number 7 with 43 points. So if we look at the relegation side, Lobby Stars, it be like either they'll come out, although they're getting coach now. Just the fee for the coach. Lobby Stars 23 points from 29 match. They did 20. 19 plays now Akwa United 31 points after 29 match. While Sunshine Stars of Akure where they did not too pure 18 33 points from 29 match. National United still they play with fire, because they get the same points where Sunshine Stars get, but they don't get better goal difference. They did number 17. They don't play 29 match. They get 33 points. Heartland, it's never too sure for them because now just 1 point they take they above the relegation. They don't play 29 match and they get 34 points. If we look the table, Remo Stars, if you talk say yes, Remo Stars, they don't win the league. So the battle now for continental sports now between Rivers United, Enugu Rangers, Ikorodu City, Abia Warriors, and Shooting Stars. Shooting Stars is number 6, not be where normally they for like day. But as they don't come out for the president Federation Cup, we feel saying a blessing now because they feel concentrate on
the league table. If not before the runs of bad games we shooting get, in the last 6 games, shooting only draw 2 and they lost 4. So that run of as then they lose, they no win, then they draw. It made them drop for the table. Now then they 43. But this week we hope say shooting is going to do something for house because as people they call them the slaughter slab. Now they day for
slaughter slab.
I always say them don't sharpen their knife now. Make them kill the. So that the car will come now, then go kill them well.
The point between Shooting Stars and Niger Tornadoes now just 3 points, and Niger Tornadoes is number 10.
If you look the table self, the point where everybody now only Remo gets points where go far above
from that number 11. El Kaneme was 40. Niger Tornadoes was 40, Benin 41, Eyimba 42, Kano 43, Shooting 43, Abia 44, Ikorodu 45, Enugu 45, Rivers 49. Now only Remo Stars.
Now Remo don't go. As it did now, it be like Remo don't collect that, but we they talk something for football. Say it is not over until it is over. Mathematically, anybody can still, even Shooting still feel win.
Anything can happen.
Shooting still feel win, but we know say. Football no be like for mouth, not for field.
Especially Nigerian Premier Football League. He get as the calculation the work. He get the calculation the work. We'll just take our first break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the World Cup qualifier as it concerns Nigeria. And what did happen for that Group C where Nigeria did. I'm not talking about the 2026 World Cup qualifier as it concerns the Super Eagles as a day Group C. But it be like hope don't they because Zimbabwe and Republic of Benin yesterday they played 2-2 draw, and after they played that 2-2 draw, if you look at them, it favor Nigeria. If you look the table now, Benin Republic now at the top with 8 points. Rwanda gets 7 points. South Africa 7 points. Lesotho 5 points, and Nigeria gets 3 points. And Zimbabwe gets 3 points. So, as we do the maths, if Nigeria beats Zimbabwe,
permutation don't start.
No, so if Nigeria beats Zimbabwe today,
Rwanda.
Rwanda. If we beat our next match now, Zimbabwe. If we beat Rwanda today, na away game, hope we secure 3 points. The next time we will play now March 25, Nigeria will come play Zimbabwe for house. Hope another 3 points. If we collect 6 points.
It means in Nigeria go dey 9 points.
We go dey 9 points. And hope depending on waiting.
And that 9 points, you go don't go above. Well, it will depend. Benin probably play for their own next match.
So it will depend. But I want to say, make we just win
our own
match. Yes, as we talked before, I talk for Nigerian Premier League. Say Remo not the play now because of course the home base keeper Remo Stars get invites. For Super Eagles. So
and their second keeper to suppose they house. Each will get invited go Benin Republic. So they no get keeper. We no get play Premier League.
But that another issue we will talk. You know, say anytime FIFA window day like this, clubs they go on break. Why our league not they go on break?
This is the reason why our league not they go on break. The player where go they play, they no get invite. But the reason why Europe they get break, you say most of their players for where they play for Europe. Most of them they get invite go their national country go play. Look at like Galatasaray now. Osimhen don't come out. So many of their frontmen don't come out go their country. Who go come play match for them for league? The same thing for the likes of Man U, Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal. All of their players don't go their country go play. So they go stop because most of the players where they play the league, they go play for their country. But for Nigeria, now the only one person we call now.
But you don't affect Remo Stars now.
And I'm losing Remo Stars. Because you affect Remo Stars, we will cancel everything for this week.
Where MPF management is supposed to come, and well,
the time when we get say if the thing they affect like 6, 7, 8 clubs, then go they give them break too.
Not true, you talk, sir. That's what you talk. But we'll see how they go. All right, for qualifiers, as I talk for the Nigeria group, Zimbabwe and Republic of Benin, they draw 2-2. Rwanda will play Nigeria 5 p.m. While South Africa will play Lesotho. May we see waiting South Africa and Lesotho go play because South Africa they get 7 points, Lesotho get 5 points. Draw will be the best result right now for Nigeria between South Africa and Lesotho.
You know
because they pray for the downfall of other people.
If they look for if in the league format or group format like this, a draw and a win is better. 1 win is
better than 2 draw.
1 win is better than 2 draw. So that is the worry us now. So they make them draw so that we win. When we win like this, we go they get 1.
You see, as Zimbabwe and Benin draw now, we happy. He pay us.
He pay us because if Benin win that match yesterday, then go down the 10 points.
10 points.
And to catch them go difficult.
Zimbabwe is still there 3 points. But say they even win that match now. Now while they for 5 points. So it not be like say we don't want we pray for bad for other people. It's just that we pray good for Nigeria. That's why we pray good for Super Eagles. All right, so we see they talk about the World Cup qualifiers. Now Rwanda assistant coach Eric Nshimiyimana in that talk say the Amavubi they go maintain their unbeaten home record against Super Eagles. Abdel Amruche, the coach, he said the 3 previous meetings against Super Eagles for Kigali, it don't end for draw. Another draw though. Then they use this draw till they cut our mind. We don't need draw. But they don't tell us say they go continue with they start. And not true, we never beat them. And they talk say yes. Now draw, we go still carry this time.
As you look the game, I know say Super Eagles need this game. They need to win because if they don't win, maybe just forget about the next World Cup because it go hard for Nigeria to qualify from that group. So and if you look the lineup what Nigeria get now, I believe say the kind of sharp striker we will get now. If you looking at Ademola Lookman and Victor Osimhen, I believe say we go carry the day. Super Eagles go win because we get fine attackers.
This assistant coach for Eric. Nshimiyimana. He not talk say they go win. He said they go prevent winning. Super Eagles from win.
See that the
mindset be like they go pack bus to
draw or they win. Now he
talk say one.
He said he go prevent Super Eagles from winning. So it be like say they talk say we win. If you know if you win, the Super Eagles no fit beat.
But if you look the history now, draw with the draw for that side.
And I want the history they break.
Okay. I believe you. Inter say they don't do under pressure. Say they're not under pressure because they don't get points so they want get. According to I say they get 7 points and Nigeria they under pressure, not be there. They get 7 points and Nigeria say they imagine 3 points.
Now we they under pressure.
Voila. All right, another matter we come out. Trust Echo don't talk say right now. They say the Super Eagles, the boys, they're ready for the match and they don't get thick skin. Say that now they he said they don't listen to what they happen for social media again. He said all the dragging whether they dragged them before. He said the boys don't mature now, they don't get thick skin and they go into that match, the one who get all 3 points, the one who they don't listen to the noise outside because plenty things they go on social media to talk about commitment of the players. He said but right now he said the state of mind with the players they go enter that field, they go get the win for the Super Eagles, get all 3 points and try secure qualification for Nigeria for World Cup. And also Rwanda too, they not they sleep because right now they say they need the 12th man who will make life hard for Super Eagles. And how they want to do this thing, they don't invite artists. So concerts go there before the match. They don't bring 2 popular artists who go for the play so that the stadium go full. They say they need the stadium to put 45,000 capacity stadium down at the Amahoro Stadium for Rwanda. So they go bring artist Riderman and DJ Toxic for that stadium. They say that the 2 most popular artists for Rwanda and these people go to perform. They go make sure say the stadium full. And when the match starts, they go there. That 12th man will go support the team. Now, if you look a lot of people that talk say yes, crowd support. We don't hear most coaches they talk say they need crowd to support them, but that crowd support it really they play a role on match day.
Somehow they play a role because but that role where the 12th man on the field, which is the fan they play. We say if the team is evenly matched, if them be 2 equal teams where they play. But okay, now no matter how the fans shout, drum, or do anything today. Suppose in Rwanda they play Spain. Say that crowd, say that their crowd.
Make their throat burst.
They go fit win. They don't fit win. Now because when the team they equal, the 12th player, the fans, it will affect the other opposing team.
You know the effect of officiating, crowd reaction.
You know if the officer know the referee know in onions, no matter how the crowd shout, you know what happen. Now you hold the whistle now. Because at the end of the day, if you blow the wrong thing because the fan they shout, now you FIFA go penalize. So if you are a very good referee, you know go look waiting the crowd they talk. You no get issue with the business with the crowd. Now the 12 player, 11 player where they you get business with.
All right, the Amahoro Stadium this evening for Rwanda, we will play the Amavubi now 45,000 capacity, but nothing spoiled because our own supporters club to the don't fly go there. So we would expect to see our supporters club, their voice. I'm not sure say they go fit swallow out today. They go still sing and they go support the Super Eagles. So more come on for them. We'll quickly talk what happened for Europe yesterday. Where we see Croatia beat France 2-0. The results, not to shock people, but most people shock. For that France team yesterday, very lackluster performance. If you ask me, now only one man, Kylian Mbappe, now he play for that game. All the effort, not to still happen. Croatia beat them 2-0. And the match between Denmark and Portugal, what people they talk now? Rasmus Højlund. What he do when he score? He go do sue all for Cristiano Ronaldo face. That's because he bring this conversation where they go on because for this conversation they go on about celebration, player celebration, and for some leagues they talk about punishing players. We go celebrate to mock their opposing team or to mock another player. What he Højlund do yesterday? Not be Cristiano Ronaldo in mock, more truth.
I know, you know more Cristiano. The thing where he do be say, they tell Cristiano say, I they enjoy you. I'm looking towards you. They look, make I become better player than you. No be say, they mock you say, great score. At least not be today. They do you for when he score now. Okay. If you as a player you score and you go do you, it means say you they emulate. They won't become like Ronaldo.
And people that they talk say this coach Portugal get now Martinez say not be too good coach like that because why you go see they retain players like Cristiano Ronaldo. According to many fans now, they say Cristiano Ronaldo don't pass everything they call him prime. He don't pass that level. May give chance to younger people.
And sometimes no be say the coach no one won't use them, no one use them, but player like Cristiano Ronaldo. Like Ahmed Musa, they are inspiration to the team. If they team, the kind ginger that they give team, if they pass others because they get more experience. As Ronaldo did that team, they ginger the team. Sometimes when they play, when things don't go their way, the way Ronaldo would they do on field, it would ginger others and they will get results.
But ginger yesterday, they might beat them 1-0.
Not be every day.
And the game between Italy and Germany. Germany beat Italy 2-1 for that one. And another tough game we will see now Netherlands and Spain. That game ended 2-2. Other results, see Turkey beat Hungary 3-1, Austria 1, Serbia 1, Greece lose to Scotland, while Ukraine beat Belgium 3-1. We not see that one, I don't expect them. Georgia beat Armenia 3-0, Bulgaria lose to Ireland 2-1, Kosovo beat Ireland 2-1, while Slovakia and Slovenia draw 0-0. And then, qualifications for CAF zone. Qualifications day this weekend. All our eyes there on ground, but the one we consign us, I'm not gonna lie, now between Super Eagles and Rwanda. So 5 o'clock Nigerian time, all of us we go enter that Amahoro Stadium. Whether you do your parlor, whether you do your radio, all of us we go to that stadium. We're gonna support the Super Eagles, and we're gonna hope say our new coach Eric Chell and the boys will get us all 3 points. My people, Nigeria will match break on top Tiki Taka this morning. I want to say thank you to everybody who tuned their radio and listen to us. My name is Ujake Ozoya. Now me and Olumide Ogumbi Nairo on the matter this morning. Until when next, I go come busting on already again till next week Friday. Remember, say if Christmas give you stone, not collect am because he get plan. My people, we don't move.
Amuludun 99.1 99.1 ní Moniya Ibadan láwa o.
Radio Nigeria Amuludun FM.
Agbédànù tuntun lágbédè òwe.
Radio Nigeria Amuludun FM.
Àwọn ètò alárinrin tó ń kọ́ni lọ́gbọ́n.
Radio Nigeria Amuludun FM.
Àwọn ìròyìn àsìkò káàkiri àgbáyé.
Radio Nigeria Amuludun FM.
Ìgbàgbé àṣà àti ìṣe wa lárugẹ o.
Radio Nigeria Amuludun FM.
Iwájú lọ̀pá ẹ̀bìtì a máa ré sí òye.
Radio Nigeria Amuludun FM.
Iwájú la ó máa lọ, a ò ní rẹ̀yìn rárá.
Radio Nigeria Amuludun FM.
Ẹ wá polówó ọjà kájé ó wọgbá.
Radio Nigeria Amuludun FM.
Amuludun FM.
Amuludun FM.
Amuludun FM 99.1 ní Moniya Ìbàdàn ẹ máa gbádùn ẹ̀.
Bó bá fẹ́ polówó ọjà rẹ tètè wá síbí. Bó bá fẹ́ ṣèkéde ọ̀rẹ́ tètè wá síbí. Bó bá fẹ́ polówó ọjà rẹ tètè wá síbí. Bó bá fẹ́ ṣèkéde ọ̀rẹ́ tètè wá síbí. Amúlùdùn rédíò 99.1 yìí o, ó ta àwọn yọ ọ̀gá mọ̀ ní wá.
Ẹni lórí ń bọ̀ o, ẹni lórí ń bọ̀ o, ẹni lórí ń bọ̀ o, ẹni lórí ń bọ̀. Ẹ ń gẹ̀yìndé ipa tí ẹ ń kó ṣòro apá ọmọdé ó kájí ó ṣe. Ẹni lórí ń bọ̀ o, ẹni lórí ń bọ̀ o, ẹni lórí ń bọ̀, ẹni lórí ń bọ̀ o, ẹni lórí ń bọ̀. Ẹ ń gẹ̀yìndé ipa tí ẹ ń kó ṣòro apá ọmọdé ó kájí ó ṣe. Ẹni lórí ń bọ̀ o. Ẹ̀sùn wọn bí kẹwàá gbà lábàárí mi ọ̀rọ̀ lórí sùúrù ńlá fẹ́ wí lọ́mọdé lágbà ẹ̀ wá gba ìbí kọ́tún orin tuntun. Ẹ̀sìn lónìí bàtàkùn, ẹ̀sìn lónìí bàtàkùn, ẹ̀bùn ló lọ́gbọ̀n, ó dídà lónìí wọ́ ẹ̀sìn lónìí bàtàkùn. tó jẹ́rọ̀ ni ọjọ́ tẹ́ ò ní sí níbẹ̀ nǹkan ká lè rí ìjà ẹgbẹ́ kò lè jájú. ètò ìta bá gbéra ẹ̀ níṣẹ́ bí ó bá ṣe lórí òtítọ́ o gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀rọ̀ àgbà ló jẹ́ o. bí ó bá ṣe lówùrọ̀ àṣẹ lálẹ́ o. ọmọọba tí mo la ìta ò kọjá lọ ò jàre. sùúrù yìí bá lẹ́rẹ̀ púpọ̀ jù gẹ́gẹ́ bí òwe àgbà lọ́jọ́ tí tá bá sọ pé mi ni ó tẹ̀jà jìnnà. ọ̀rọ̀ yìí àjọrọ̀ ọ̀nà dájú. tá a bá lè ní sùúrù gbòmí léná tá a bá ń kó lọ́mọ ẹ̀yìn ara bí ó jẹ́ jẹ́ fẹ́ nìyàn kó báyà kó láti kó ọ̀dọ̀ tàbí kó mọ́. ìkọ́jú pẹ̀lú sùúrù láyé o. bọ́ọ̀bá gún àmì ọ̀gbọ̀gbà ló jẹ́. àtúrẹ́ tètè oníjó àìgbẹ́rẹ́ ló máa mẹ́rẹ̀ ọ̀hún délé o. lọ́mú mi rántí sí torí kan. àìní sùúrù iná kí ló jẹ́ kí náà kí ó dẹ̀ràn kó ń gbó jàre. gbogbo mùsùlùmí wa ló mọ̀ o pé náà kì í lágídó ọ̀pọ̀lọ́gbó gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwa èèyàn lọ́lọ́run dá. ìnàkí lágídó ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ ó sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́ ọlọ́run ọba wípé kó dáhùn lè nìyàn sáyé níbi tí wáyé gbé ṣẹ̀dá náà sí lọ́wọ́ o. ọlọ́wọ́n bá wá fún létí kan wípé tó bá lè mú sùúrù ọjọ́ méje tó bá borí àdánwò tí ń bá fún ẹ o. kọjọ́ bá pé máa dá ẹ lénìyàn sáyé dákun máa fojú kẹ́ni kankan rárá má jẹ́ kọ́ ọmọ àdámọ̀ kankan rí ẹ o. níbi tó ń gbé ṣẹ̀dá rẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ ọmọ àdáwọ̀ pẹ̀lú inú dídí. òun lòun ṣẹ̀dá wọn sáyé tó ń tún ṣẹ̀dá inú níbí ni. òòṣà jẹ́ ń kéjì obìnrin yóò máa dénú dandan ní kọ́ mú àdámọ̀ òjò wú. ènìyàn fẹ́ ká ẹrú ká sọ ìnàkí ó kórìí ẹ̀rì màlúù sọ́ni o. ibẹ̀ ni ìnàkí gbèsè àdéhùn bọ́ bá mi mọ́ yóò fi ìfẹjọ́ méje òun ò ní jáde o. ṣọ́ba aládéhùn ọba ọlọ́lá ó ń bá ṣẹlẹ̀ dá ìnákìlọ́ o. ìjọ kìíní títí di ìjọ karùn-ún ìnákìlá gídó jáde síta. gẹ̀rẹ́gẹ̀rẹ́ ó di ìjọ kẹfà ọmọ aráyé. wọ́n bọ́ sí gbòòrò ní kọ́lé ayé. ọba gorí ẹsìn ẹ̀ funfun lẹ́lẹ́ wọ́n ń kọrin tódùn wọ́n ń jó. wọ́n ń jẹ́ wọ́n mú lójú náà kí báyọ̀. òkùnkùn ti gorí tí wọ́n ń kọ́ ó sì fi mọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀nìyàn ṣe ń jó. ó gbàgbé àdéhùn pẹ̀lú ọba mímọ́. ó bẹ́ sí wọn láàrin o. ló bá mọ ìṣẹ́yìn lè gbá ayé o. ọ̀pẹ máa jẹ́ ní ọmọ àdéníyàn máa jẹ́ ní ọmọ ọlọ́mọ ò mọ̀mọ́ mọ́ kálukú sáré lé àríyá tó kánà máa mọ̀rọ̀ ikú o. iná kí wọ́n lọ àti padà sọ́run kó rántí àdéhùn pẹ̀lú ọba mímọ́ kó máa sọ́nà túnà fi mọ́ o àìní sùúrù nọ̀pí o ló jẹ́ kí nọ̀pí o dẹ̀rọ̀ fòlù gbò o àìní sùúrù nọ̀pí ló bá fi rí ìbínú olúwa kí alájà láìlú wa ìlú ọ̀pọ̀lọ́lá olúwa tó dá sùúrù lọ́jọ́ sí tó jóun ló ṣẹ̀dá bínú má bínú sí wàwá ìlú ọ̀pọ̀lọ́lá o má bínú sí wàwá ìlú ọ̀pọ̀lọ́lá o má bínú sí wàwá ìlú ọ̀pọ̀lọ́lá o má bínú sí wàwá ìlú ọ̀pọ̀lọ́lá wá ìlú ọba àkọ́kọ́ ọba kẹ́yìn yàrá ti ọ̀pọ̀lọ́lá o tiwálẹ̀ má ti wà lójú tùmí nínú mẹ́tún wà lẹ́yìn ọ̀pọ̀lọ́lá má jẹ́ ara sá má jẹ́ ara bó má ṣe wà lápò bá tàbẹ̀ gbẹ́ o ohun burúkú dìbò òun tàkà sórí mi o ohun burúkú dìbò òun tàkà sórí mi ohun burúkú dìbò òun tàkà sórí mi o àìní sùúrù ló ṣe nà kí o òye àìní sùúrù ló ṣe nà kí o òye àìní sùúrù ló ṣe nà kí ọba olúwa fún wa ní sùúrù lò ó kẹ̀kan ìbínú olúwa kọ́ máa níyà lọ́dẹ̀ẹ̀dẹ̀ àwa àìní sùúrù ló ṣe nà kí o òye àìní sùúrù ló ṣe nà kí ọba olúwa fún wa ní sùúrù lò ìbínú olúwa kọ́ máa níyà lọ́dẹ̀ẹ̀dẹ̀ àwa àsìkò tó ń bọ̀ wá láríre bá a dúpẹ́ jákọ́ máa bù wá. sálálà sá sálálà 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 sá kò má sí lọ́nà bí ọba rẹ̀ bàbá fojú kaná bí fìlà òfìsè o ọ̀nà bí mo mọ̀ mi. sálálà sá sálálà sá.
Amúlùdún dòṣùpá o amúlùdún dòṣùpá ó tàn mọ́lẹ̀ fáráyé ó dòṣùpá o amúlùdún dòṣùpá o iléeṣẹ́ rédíò tó táwọn yọ àwa làgbà lọ́jọ́ gbogbo 99.1 FM. àtàwọn.
Dumelang, Umamati Timeless FM. After a long time of wondering, where is he and what is he doing? I'm here to confirm that the king of Afrobeat is back, baby. Kibaka yana Davido. He's back with a brand new album and I'm talking hit after hit. Thank you, Davido. Thank God.
You know. Tune into the king of sounds and blues.
Initiating rage process.
I'm unavailable. They know they see me. 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 I'm sorry for who won't be my matter. Sorry, I'm only human. So make nobody para. Say I carry woman. She na man way I for carry. Fuck all the rumors.
lè ṣe àwo gẹ̀lẹ́dẹ́ lobìnrin lè mọ bóbìnrin fojú dòrò òrò àgbè. ẹ kìlọ̀ fọ́mọdé kó má rìn ní pàdó. Kókó jábélé kálukú lómi ṣe tiẹ̀. 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 Káwọn ṣe tàwọn kẹ̀yin ṣe tẹ̀yin káwa ṣe tàwa. Kókó jábélé kálukú lómi ṣe tiẹ̀. Àmọ́ ṣá kan kìlọ̀ fọ́mọdé ó má rìn ní pàdó. Fọ́mọdé ó má rìn ní pàdó ó má ṣe sí fara gòkè náà lójijì ìgbọràn sàn jẹ́bọ rírú.
Amúlùdún dòṣùpá o Amúlùdún dòṣùpá ó tàn mọ́lẹ̀ fáráyé ó dòṣùpá o Amúlùdún dòṣùpá o iléeṣẹ́ rédíò tó táwọn yọ àwa làgbà lọ́jọ́ gbogbo 99.1 FM àtàwọn yọ.
Ibikíbi lákòókò yóò. Rédíò Amúlùdún láyé ń bá kẹ́tẹ́kẹ́tẹ́. Moniya láwa ń bàdàn. Rédíò Amúlùdún láyé ń bá kẹ́tẹ́kẹ́tẹ́. 99.1 àwa la jẹ́ nọ́mbà 1 tá ń jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ bó ti ṣe ń lọ pẹ̀lú àwọn ètò tó ta wọ́n yọ àtàwọn ìròyìn tó fọgbọ́n yọ àti polówó